for you tonight, the reliable Chevrolet B Mod, that is, A main. Michael Covey in car number 21 will be on the outside of road number 1. On the pole, it's going to be Ryan Gilmore. Aaron Scroggins in the 1/4 machine. Tony Fincher in the 1. Andy Beecham in car number 50. Jackie Dalton in the number 21 machine. Michael Stake in the 51. Chris Jackson in the 65. Dylan McCowan in car number 8. Justin Comer in the 12. Sam Petty alongside Ricky Watkins. And the top 10 in passing points, Reed Drew, and Ryan Gilmore, who I think was 8th in the passing points, drew a number 1. Chris Jackson drew back about 8th, I believe. Dylan McCowan, tough break for him. He drew 9th, and Justin Comer looks like drew 10th.
Well, it's going to be a dandy here as we get ready to go under green. At least another lap to go before we get that done. Keep your eye on the back of the field as Rex Merritt will try to work his way to the front, as well as Sawyer Krigler, who was really fast in that B main. And Derek Watson, the number 5, was also very fast in that B main. All right, race fans, here they come off of turn 4. Put your hands in the air and send them off as they go down the front stretch, getting ready to go under the green next time by. Corey Johnson, the 88. Chase Parmalee, the 82. Duncan in the number 7.
All right, I believe they will get the 1-to-go signal this time by. 25 laps of scheduled distance here for the reliable Chevrolet B Modified B main. $1,000 on the line. We'll keep an eye on this 21 car, Dennis, and I believe you mentioned this first time he's been with us here. That's Michael Covey in the 21M, and he was fast in the heat race. We'll keep an eye on him here in the A main as we get ready to go green.
Nice and easy into turns number 3 and 4, and here we go. The green flag indeed comes out.
Gilmore goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Covey up to the top side of the speedway. 2 by 2, they go down the backstretch.
They swap places now. It's Gilmore on the top, Covey down on the bottom as they come off of turn number 4. Looks like everybody makes it through lap number 1.
Jackie Dalton on the move, car number 21, down to the bottom of the speedway, making it 3 wide down the front stretch, racing for 3rd.
He's got Scroggins on the top side of him as they come off turn number 4. Fincher right there in the number 1. Jackson goes around him. That's going to be for the number 5 spot.
Tony Jackson, one of those cars also on the move, started back in the 8th position. Inside the top 6, looking for 5th.
Off turn number 4 they go. And all the way back to turn number 1 and 2. Jackie Dalton, Aaron Scroggins battling it out for the number 3 spot.
Covey using the top side as well as the leader, Ryan Gilmore. Gilmore now 12 car lengths out in front at 66.
Out to a nice, easy lead there for the 66 car, trying to keep it smooth. As they come through turns 3 and 4, top 4 cars all running on the top side.
Chris Jackson trying to run down the 21 of Jackie Dalton as Aaron Scroggins has moved up solidly into that number 3 position.
As they work off at turn number 4, Sam Petty working up a couple of spots. And problems for the 88 car. Corey
Williams off the top of the banking. Corey Johnson, that is, car number 88, off the top of the banking over in turns 3 and 4. Gets the car righted, rejoins the back of the field, but went straight off the banking up there.
It's a fast way around the racetrack, but it's also a little precarious. You get a little bit too high there, and you will find yourself out in the darkness. I think Jerry ought to at least put some lights on that side. See where you're going after you go over that side.
Tell you what, it'd be spooky to go over that thing at a high rate of speed, and we've seen it happen several occasions. So we got some comers and some goers, Dennis, but right now, Sam Petty, we hadn't mentioned him, but Sam Petty moving up nicely in car number 9. Made it in through a B main, and so he's moving up through the field, doing well. Dylan McCowan did not draw well, and right now has fallen back in car number 8. 25 laps. Question is, do you pace yourself or do you go out and get it and make it happen? We'll see how it goes. We've been clean and green so far, but caution going to slow us down for the first time.
Another car that's, couple of cars that's moved up pretty good, Andy Beecham and Rex Merritt, the number 25. Merritt, another one of those cars that came through the B main. And right now sits just outside the top 10. As we get doubled up, we're going to go back to green here. Hopefully the next lap, we'll see.
Michael Covey got choice of lane. He chooses the top side. That'll put Aaron Scroggins down on the inside of row number 2. Jackie Dalton will also be down on the bottom of the speedway with Chris Jackson to his outside. Chris Jackson up into the top 5 in car number 65.
All right, here we go. Green is rolled up. I think we're going to get it this time. Here they come off turn number 4.
How about a little 4 wide action as they come off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Colby out into the number 2 spot, and here comes Chris Jackson challenging for 3rd.
He cuts it down through the middle now, trying to go between Scroggins and Colby as they come off of turn number 2. He has the number 3 spot. Scroggins back up to the top of the track.
On the move is Chris Jackson, driver out 11 in Missouri, hooking the bottom side of the speedway right now, trying to make the pass on the 21 of Colby.
While they're racing together back there, Ryan Gilmore able to pad the lead just a little bit in the number 66 car. Meanwhile, a lot of good racing going on in the back of the pack, 2 and 3 wide.
Heavy racing back here towards the back third of the field. But out in front, it's Ryan Gilmore leading. Still
door to door, the 65 and the 21 as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. Aaron Scroggins working the bottom track at this time as he goes through 1 and 2. One car we haven't mentioned yet, but is on the move, and that's the 51 car of Michael Stake.
Chris Jackson has cleared that number 2 position. We'll see if he chooses to go high. No, he'll go right back down to the bottom. He's got it going on. He'll stay there.
Into the number 2 spot goes the 65 of Jackson. Scroggins now looking around on the bottom side as he goes through 1 and 2.
Gilmore out to about a 10-car length lead right now. Jackson and Scroggins both running down low. Colby still choosing to run up on the rim. As the laps continue to click by now very quickly as we're staying under the green flag. Oh, we got one off the top of the banking over in turn number 4. I believe that'll be the 160 of Bobby Maggard Jr. Bobby Maggard Jr. just up over the cushion and off the top of the banking in turn number 3 will put us under our 2nd caution. Well, Chris Jackson has been working the low line. Ryan Gilmore has been working the high line. And now they'll have a chance to go nose to tail on this restart, and I got to believe that Chris Jackson will probably choose that low side for this restart.
I would imagine so. That's probably a pretty safe call. He had to really work hard to get around the number 21 car, and I don't know how much of he might have used up on that car trying to get that number 2 spot, but we'll see. Gilmore not had to really push the car too much. Not that he's really holding back, but it makes a difference when you're running door to door with somebody versus running out in front all by yourself. And so we'll see if that will make any difference at all. Again, mentioned Michael Staker. He's really moved up pretty nice here. In fact, he's in the number 6 position. And I don't remember where he started for sure, but I know it was well outside the top 10. And so he's got a good run going in that 51, as does, again, Sam Petty in the number 7 spot.
Justin, after this, point races I'm talking about, 2 more point races after this one. And we got some great battles in that championship. And I got to believe that Elijah Keeper will be back up on top after tonight in the Midwest Modifieds. They were dead even coming into tonight's racing action. And don't forget, the Cash Money Super Dirt late models will be on hand on the 25th. Late models coming up on the 25th.
Yeah, they've been here a couple of times already. In fact, the last time they were here just a couple of weeks ago. Man, oh man, what a show. It was a great show that night. Late models done a super job. Don't want to miss that one. Coming up here in a couple of weeks, the Cash Money Late Model Series. Lights are off. We're going to go green next time by as they come into turns 1 and 2. Everybody doubled up, getting ready to go.
Well, there'll be a lot of good racing at the back of the pack, but everybody's going to be looking up here at front. What's going to happen? Gilmore leads. Chris Jackson has moved up from his 8th starting position to the number 2 position. Here we go, green off 4.
As we go, oh, we got trouble in turns 1 and 2. Michael Stake out of sorts. They stack up over there, but it looks like we may stay under green. And Sawyer Kriegler coming to a stop over on the backstretch. And didn't get to see exactly how all that started over there in turn number 1. It saw the 51 car out of sort.
Michael Covey in the 21, Jackie Dalton in the 21. And we'll get the 51 in his spot, and then we'll get ready for the restart. All right, got them just about lined up and ready to go. Once again, Reliable Chevrolet presenting the B Modifieds on a weekly basis. A big thank you to Reliable Chevrolet and Brent Steenley coming out tonight and having some nice giveaways from the good folks at the Big Lot. Again, want to remind everybody, coming up on the 25th, it's our season championship and the Malvern Bank Cash Money Super Dirt Series late models will be back here at the Springfield Raceway. As we mentioned a little bit earlier, a dandy event last time the late models were here. And then want to remind everybody, coming up September 28th and 29th, it'll be the big 100 lapper. Right now, we got to finish this reliable Chevrolet B modified A main off, and we're going to get to it in about one more lap. All right, they'll be coming down the backstretch into turn number 4 this time, ready to go back under the green flag.
Can Ryan Gilmore hold off this field behind him? Here they come off turn number 4. And a good start for the 66 car as they run through turns 1 and 2. And it looks like this time everybody's through clean.
Michael Covey didn't get a good start. He's going to fall back just a little bit as they race hard back in the field for position.
Cars bouncing off one another back there in the middle of the pack as they get this first lap after the caution in the books. Meanwhile, up front, Jackson working hard on the bottom.
Gilmore running the bottom lane through turns 1 and 2, and then goes to the high side up in 3 and 4. Jackson down on the bottom all the way around the racetrack.
Jackie Dalton up on the top side as he runs in the number 3 spot. Covey back to 4th in the number 21. And we got a caution again, this time over in turn 4 for the 50 car of Beecham.
Andy Beecham going around up in 3 and 4 will bring out the caution flag. And looks like he will rejoin the back of the pack. And you got to believe that Chris Jackson would like to see a long green flag run, because I believe that 65 car gets a little bit better as the run goes along. Also give a call to Jackie Dalton. Jackie Dalton up to the number 3 spot now. In car number 21, Covey did not get a good start that last time and cost him a position. Aaron Scroggins rounding out your top 5. Petty 6th, Merritt 7th, Michael Stake 8th, Justin Comer 9th, and Ricky Watkins rounding out the top 10.
All right, just a handful of laps left to go in this A main for your B modifieds. And we're going to get doubled up, get ready for a restart.
All right, getting ready for the green, this time by with Gilmore out in front. You got to know he's hearing the motor of that 65 right behind him. He knows he's got company coming. Let's see how it all shakes out as they come off turn number 4. Green back in the air.
Maybe just a little better start this time for the 65 car, but still, Gilmore gets a good start in that 66. Pulls out to that lead.
Could Jackie Dalton be a factor running up on the top side of the speedway? Coming off turn number 4, Dalton's got to run.
Jackie Dalton on the top side. He's trying to make it work up there. Gilmore will go up right in front of him. Now Jackie Dalton down to the bottom.
Dalton dives it down to the bottom of the speedway. You got Chris Jackson battling. They're touching a little bit. Coming off turn number 4.
Jackson back to the number 2 spot as they work their way through 1 and 2. And now Scroggins going on the bottom side as Jackie Dalton falls off.
Gilmore way up on the top side. Here comes the 65 down on the bottom off turn number 4. They're still nose to tail at the start-finish line.
Into turn 1 and 2 they go. Right on the bottom is Jackson. Scroggins now trying to challenge that number 3 spot over Jackie Dalton.
Comer and Stake making contact here on the front stretch. Stake got a little damage as they continue on green.
Good battles on the racetrack for the lead for 3rd. Here they come off turn number 4 again.
2 to go that time by. Gilmore still out in front.
going to be looking at the white flag this time by as they come across the start-finish line. Only one more lap to go for Ryan Gilmore.
Down the backstretch, final time. One more run for Chris Jackson as they go through the 3 and 4 position. Down to the front stretch, it's going to be Ryan Gilmore. Chris Jackson settling for second as Scroggins spins coming across the line. Not sure what happened there. And all kinds of action after the flag is over. Well, it's in the books. Not everybody's happy about it, but it's in the book.
Jackie Dalton and Scroggins door to door in those last few laps, and looked like maybe a little bit of contact as they's racing hard for that number 3 spot. And Scroggins went around. Obviously not real happy about that, but nevertheless, that doesn't change the result.